What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and this is the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hey, guys.
Nick, The Walking Dead is back from its mid-season finale. Back like a firestorm, and god damn it, thank God Tyrese is dead.
Oh, I don't see. Why do you say this? You said this when I walked in this morning. I love Tyrese. He was like the last holdout of like good people. Now everyone else is just stone cold killer. They've been out there too long.
He was a weak little bitch. Now here's where we'll start into getting to why Tyrese sucked in The Walking Dead. Now mind you, not the performance. Love the actor. Just talking about the character of Tyrese.
Right.
You know who I loved in the comics? Dale, Andrea, Tyrese. You know who sucked in the show? Dale, Andrea, Tyrese.
Wow.
Everybody, like, and I'm not one of these guys who wants to bang on the book and say make it just like this, da-da-da. Tyrese was so awesome in the comics. You know, this complex, super strong character who gets locked into a gym filled with walkers is able to kill every one of them. This motherfucker can't kill anything. The guy's right there. He's gonna take down the entire community if you don't kill him.
Yeah.
Not only do you not kill him, you lie about killing him.
Yeah. You don't tell anyone he's coming after him. That was the one thing, and I think that was what this episode was all about, right? It was making up for the sins of his past. He was, in my opinion, he was the one sort of bastion of morality left in this group.
But there is no morality anymore.
There is none,
and that's
why he had to go.
Yeah.
He had to go.
Had to get out of there.
You got to pull the trigger on him.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as the episode was concerned, I liked it a lot. It was different than a typical episode. It was, you know, we were seeing a lot of flashbacks to some of the older characters, which is always cool. My wife made an interesting comment. She's like, it's always nice to get that call back, right? We're like, hey, we need you for one more episode.
Yeah,
we saw the governor, we saw the two girls.
We
saw that dude.
Bob was back,
Yeah, Bob was back, which is awesome to see him. And it was cool. It was a nice sort of goodbye to one of the longer-standing characters.
Right. I did. I mean, I definitely liked how personal the episode was, how it was framed around him, his flashbacks, his hallucinations, and then of course that final part in the car when they're driving and it's Beth, Bob, the girls, and Tyrese. That was really sweet. That was a sweet way to say goodbye to a horrible, horrible character.
He was horrible. I liked him a lot.
I like how he tries to get his hammer, his signature weapon from the comics, and just fumbles it on the ground too. I'm like, you suck.
I did like
real Tyrese from the comics would kick this Tyrese's ass.
I will tell you this though, I thought it was a little bit on the cool side when he'd already been bitten and he couldn't fend off the walker. So he was like, screw it, puts his arm up again and the walker bites him one more time. That's when he can kind of like parry him back and beat the shit out of him. Hits him with that big, whatever the hell that thing was, crystal rock.
You know how
thing.
You're a kid, you got all these dumb Ignatius rocks sitting around. Oh, this one's fucking shale, this one's whatever. I'm sure Colin would know their names. They're all stupid. Kids, if you're at home watching this right now, sorry I cursed. Also, throw away your fucking rocks. Nobody cares. Your mom and dad are looking in there and they're like, oh, God.
They're just going to be dead weight for when you move to college.
Oh,
they really are.
It's a gem. It's a mineral. Get out of here. Nobody cares.
I didn't get the symbolism with the two kids, though, the twins. When he was looking at the picture and he was like sort of distracted by it and the kid comes up and bites him in the ass.
I guess it was a throwback to the little girls.
I guess. Oh, I guess that's
the innocence of youth. How much this was going to devastate the Everybody Loves Chris kid if he saw it. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these different things. Yeah.
That kid I'm not enamored with yet. Noah, I'm not quite sure where he's at.
Another thing with Noah in this episode, how is the one-armed or the one-legged guy outrunning everyone in the group?
Everyone.
Tyrese again, shitty character. I can understand he can't run, but everybody else?
Wow. Like Rick looks like a Olympic sprinter, like or Olympic marathon runner. Right? Also very tan this episode.
Well, they've been out in the sun. They've been out in the sun.
Guess so. They were out. They were like whatever.
Remember, time has passed.
That was a little ridiculous, but I do like that this episode kind of. It was sort of a look back, but then it's also a look forward, right? We're going to Washington now. We're resolved. We know that they have to have something to look forward to, otherwise they're going to just kind of go cuckoo a little bit. And they're already starting to go a little nutty, all of them.
Well, yeah,
because they've been out in the
that was a cool moment with Michonne where she's like, you can stay on the road too long.
Yeah,
we've been out too long.
We've got to have some sort of fortress of solitude. So that's what they're going to find, which is cool, and I'm all in. I love it.
What did you think of all the dismembered torso bodies in the car at the end?
I didn't understand that.
That was a bit of a weird one, right? Like here we've dismembered them all out here in this one area, and now then we put them all into this car that got into a wreck out there on its own.
Right. It was a cool visual when they
it was super, but then like you think back on it,
torsos come flying out with heads attached.
What were the torsos all about?
Didn't quite get that. I mean, to me, that's one of the magical things about. I don't know if it's magical, but one of the cool things about Walking Dead is there are these unexplained moments where you're just like, this is the world we live in.
Right.
And you know what? After a certain point, you're like, I just accept it.
Sure, there's got a bunch of torsos.
I'm just gonna move on. At some point, this whole society of people, this little congregation of people, decided that it was a smarter idea to chop up the walkers instead of just shoot them in the head and burn them or bury them like we did before. I don't know. Maybe it's going to come back at some point.
They played too much Dead Space. They thought by dismembering them, they would kill them instead of shooting them in the head. I'm with you now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of The Walking Dead's return from the mid-season finale? Let us know in the comments. Let me know why you hated Tyrese, and then make sure you keep coming back to Kinda Funny for all of our awesome video content on a daily basis.
You're the only person that hated Tyrese.
I'm not the only person. That is bullshit. There's a million comic fans out there who are totally with me, and there's a bunch of TV fans like you with your highfalutin grilled cheeses and cigarettes on sticks going, I think Tyrese was amazing.
He had moral fiber. Moral fiber.
He's dead. That's what you get now with moral fiber.